I understand the lack of back and forth during the meetings, during public comment is very frustrating for the residents. That's why I specifically put forward the possibility of doing town halls. So it's not a possibility, it's actually happening.
The Palm Coast City Council is hosting a series of town hall meetings to hear directly from residents.
Councilwoman Teresa Pontieri says she and her colleagues want to give residents more time to voice their concerns outside of regular council meetings.
We get the frustration. The problem is if there were back and forth engagement, these meetings would be even longer than they are now. And right now, we're doing 5-6 hour long meetings, and we're really taking care of a lot of important city business during that time. So we want to make sure that we're not too exhausted by the end of it. But we understand the frustration, and that's why we specifically decided we were going to implement the town halls. We're going to make them subject specific and also location specific to each one of our districts.
Pontieri plans to meet with her constituents on Saturday, April 13th.
I'm not sure about my fellow council members, but we are doing town halls. At least one of us will do a town hall over the next several months. So should be 5 in total.
For a complete list of upcoming town halls with dates, times, and locations, go to palmcoast.gov and look for city news. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, March 4th. A 39-year-old woman from Palm Coast lost her life, and a man of the same age was seriously injured in a collision between their motorcycle and an SUV during the opening weekend of Bike Week. The incident occurred on State Road 11 in North DeLand. The collision involved a Subaru Forester and a Harley-Davidson motorcycle at the intersection of State Road 11 and Spring Garden Avenue. Despite a stop sign for eastbound traffic, the driver of the Forester, a 78-year-old from Ormond Beach, allegedly ignored it and turned left onto State Road 11, violating the right-of-way of the Palm Coast couple. The woman died at the scene, while the man was hospitalized with serious injuries. The driver of the Forester and their 75-year-old passenger sustained minor injuries. The Florida Highway Patrol is investigating the crash and has not yet released the victim's identity. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Flagler County needs your help to report sightings of feral hogs.
Citizen scientists in Flagler County are being called upon to assist the county's land management department in its efforts to manage feral hogs by reporting sightings of them. The new tool is on the newly added transparency dashboard. General Services Assistant Director Michael Lagacy.
Start letting us know when we're seeing feral hogs. A lot of us see them along the side of the road when we're driving, or sometimes in our neighborhoods, or sometimes maybe out of the park, right? And so what this tool allows folks to do is from their mobile phone, if they can take a picture, or they can say, hey, I just saw 3 hogs or 5 hogs or 7 hogs or whatever.
Feral hogs are known to carry any number of several bacterial diseases, and due to their ability to reproduce rapidly makes it difficult to eradicate them. Plus, Lagacy says it's a frustrating situation.
They've been around since the 1500s. But why it's coming up now is we've had some citizens in some neighborhoods, backing up to Wildlands, for instance, who have been seeing maybe increased hog activity, particularly during the seasons when hogs may come out of larger forested areas. With this tool, enlist them to help us better understand with real data what's going on throughout the county, because we're not always everywhere at once.
Lagacy says the reporting tool is easy to use. Just click a location on a map, leave a comment, provide an estimated total of hogs seen per sighting, and even submit photos using the reporting tool. When a report is made, all land management staff will receive an email. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
How does a person legally come into the United States?
Ian McLeod of Maxi Wave Skis said on a recent episode of the Business Report that for him, the process started several years ago.
Okay, so backtrack to 2014, got my O1 visa, which was quite costly and exercise to get here.
McLeod said he went through an attorney to get it. He said the O1 visa is for a person with extraordinary abilities. McLeod said that the visa gave him a step up.
On the O1 visa, it's a very specialized visa where you can apply for a green card the day you land.
Ian McLeod said that he had to wait for a bit to make sure that he had the funds to get the green card. You can listen to the Business Report here on WNZF Saturday mornings at 10 and on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, there's even more paperwork to be a legal immigrant into the U.S. if you have a family. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
It was a historic weekend at the FHSAA State Wrestling Championships. For Matanzas, Jordan Mills capped off a perfect 52-win season with a decision over New Smyrna Beach's Sawyer Van Ryder to capture gold. His sister Mariah defeated Ponte Vedra's Erin Rizzuto to join Jordan as the first brother and sister in Florida history to win state in wrestling. Jordan was in a familiar place, having been in the state tournament with his brother Tyson previously.
My sophomore year, I was in the finals with my brother, but we both ended up taking second place. When I was in the finals with my sister, I knew we had to get it done this time, and just seeing how far she's come, it just meant so much to me seeing her win, and that we both won together and made history.
Mariah finished third at state last year. For her, this win meant more than just a medal.
I really wanted it for him also, and obviously I really wanted to win. It was just an overall amazing experience. It's just that much better whenever you are able to see your siblings succeed as well. I was crying. It was awesome.
The girls' team finished runner-up for the Bulldogs. Jocelyn Johnson and Christina Borgman became the first women in FPC history to win a championship in wrestling. Johnson was up first, defeating Camden Elliott of Gulf Breeze. In just her second year wrestling, Jocelyn reflects on how far she's come.
I've been going in two-a-days. I've been working out with the boys. I've been going to different tournaments to wrestle different people with different styles. I vision everything that I've done, all the work that I put myself through, and I just think, wow, it's all worth it. Like, I made it.
Borgman was up next. Christina on Johnson's words of encouragement.
After Jocelyn won it, she came up to me and she's like, "We got to go 2 for 2, Nina." I just felt like a spark lit in me, and I looked at her and I said, "We're going to go 2 for 2, Jocelyn."
Borgman pinned Lahayla Turquist of Pace to emerge victorious. Her goal is to be ranked #1 in the nation in 2025.
All the hard work that I've done is a stepping stone closer to my goals.
Baseball Friday, Father Lopez outlasted Matanzas 5-3. They're at Atlantic tonight. FPC is at Fleming Island Wednesday. Friday, WNZF presents the inaugural Old Kings Diamond Series between the Pirates and Bulldogs. Matanzas hosts the first game at the Ship. Rich Carroll and I will have you covered on WNZF Radio, the WNZF Facebook page, and the Flagler Radio YouTube channel. First pitch is at 7. FPC flag football makes the long trip to Yulee and comes home with an 8-0 win. Track and field, FPC was at the River City Relays in Jacksonville this weekend. Olivia Gaines won the long jump, was runner-up in the triple jump. Matanzas competed in the Craig Speciale Invitational. The girls took first in the 4x100. Jordan Youngman took the 100 and 400 hurdles. Yvonne Miller won the 100 and 400 meter dash. We are your home for local sports with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the WNZF Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.